What's going on, guys? It's your boy Miles Morales. Now, as you might have saw, please check out my last video when I talked on everything, especially about the Spidey Summit. Forgot to mention that last video. There's going to be a Spidey Summit, is basically what they're calling it. It's actually this month of 2015, where Sony people are just gonna gather on a table like the Knights at the Round Table of Camelot or whatever. That was a weird reference, but they're gonna talk about Spider-Man. Now, I heard that Kevin Feige, Marvel's producer or big head right now, is going to be at that Spidey Summit, so I'm really excited. Now, as I said in my last video, link in the description if you haven't seen it, check it out, but I said I was going to talk about both Sony and Marvel's ideas for Spider-Man and how they're going to deal with all the ness that is going on right now. Now, I have it written down on my little note, so let's talk about it. First, let's get on with Marvel's, because I'm a Marvel fanboy. Alright, so Marvel's idea on Spider-Man is this. They're going to focus less on the love story, more on the balance of being Spider-Man and being Peter Parker. They're going to focus more on that balance that Peter Parker has to face, and he's going to be a younger Spider-Man. Okay, let me say this, and then I'm going to say Sony, and then I'm going to tell you my thoughts. Sony's idea is that Spider-Man's going to be older, like a few years into his career as, like, superheroing or whatever. He's going to be married to Mary Jane, because he isn't going to be married to Gwen Stacy or whatever. And they're going to explore Kraven's Last Hunt. Okay, now let me start on Marvel's idea for Spider-Man. Now, I'm going to be looking down at my notes, so don't be hating. Alright, focus less on the love story. I agree with Marvel 100% on that idea. Focusing less on the love story is like one of the smartest things they're probably going to do. It's because we've seen Mary Jane, we've seen Kirsten Dunst, we've seen Emma Stone as Gwen Stacy. And if you check in both, if you've seen in both franchises, you can see that love is a big part about those movies, especially with the first three. But yeah, and especially in the comics, Spider-Man's romantic side, he's one of the most romantic dudes in comic book history. Dare I say the most? But yeah, it's just love has been a big thing, and sometimes it's gotten really annoying. Like, so annoying. Especially in the first three movies. Like, especially with Kirsten Dunst. It's freaking Mary Jane. Now, I'm not going to hate on her for, like, 100%. It's just that for the first 25-ish minutes of the first movie, she was a good Mary Jane. She was the Mary Jane that we all wanted to be. Until all that Spider-Man and love just started throwing in the mix, and it's just like, whoa, calm down, sweetie, calm down. And just love became so big, and it became so annoying. It's just like, they had more love scenes than they did Spider-Man scenes, and that's a really big problem. So I agree with Marvel 100%. The next thing, this is more on the balance. Now, the first, like, especially with Spider-Man 2002 and The Amazing Spider-Man, they both really focus on that, but not as much. I really think about this, I think, yeah, it's going to be good, especially if you're younger. They said there's going to be a younger Spider-Man compared to Sony's older Spider-Man. They're going to have a younger, which is, it does make sense, because when you're younger, you're going through a lot of things. You're going through puberty, you might have to get a job, schooling, finals, whatever it's called, but, yeah, just the whole balance idea is pretty good. I mean, having a whole movie of being about that balance is, I don't know. It's gonna be okay, I guess, but, yeah. And thoughts on, a younger Spider-Man? Younger Spider-Man? Yeah, go for it. I mean, we've seen that, oh, yeah, I forgot to mention this big thing. For both ideas, there's no origin story. Now, that's one thing that people are getting right with Spider-Man. It's just we've seen two origin stories, a third one. The spider comes down. Oh my gosh, Uncle Ben, no. And we'll just be like, really, Ninja? You really gonna do this again? And Muggs will get so tired. Alright. Anyway. Now that's Marvel's idea. My thoughts is Marvel, I see that as a 80 to 85 to 90% chance good. So that's good. I'm loving Marvel's idea right now. Now let's go on to Sony. Sony, they're gonna have an older Spider-Man. Now, my thoughts is that it's much easier to do an older Spider-Man, cause like especially if you do an older Spider-Man, kids aren't gonna be able to connect with Spider-Man as much, if you know what I'm saying. Cause Spider-Man, you know, they try to make them kids movies, but like part PG-13/kids movie, so they try to do all that. But if you do an older Spider-Man where he's married and he's moved out, and they're doing all that, it's like you kind of lose connection with the kids, and the kids is like a really big part of the of your not your budget, but your box office money. It's because kids like to have birthday parties with 20, 30 kids, and they go and see your Spider-Man movie. That's like 30 kids, and that's like 30 tickets, and that's just like one person, pretty much. So that's money that I think you're pretty much losing if you get an older Spider-Man. And especially, like, people get tired of old Spider-Mans. They was like, oh, yeah, this dude oldie, he over here running, he need a cane or something. Probably, but, not that old, just, like, a few years into his career. Okay, he's gonna be married. In Mary Jane, he's gonna be married to Mary Jane. It's not like he's gonna be married to Gwen Stacy. Like, really? You ain't gonna marry Gwen Stacy, dude. She been dead. And I hope they explore that. If they're gonna reboot, if Sony does their reboot and they actually win, please don't, if they do the Mary Jane, they gotta explore a little bit on, they have to explore, I keep saying explore, sorry, but, the death of Gwen Stacy and how that's impacted on Spider-Man. If you do it right, you're gonna do that, but if they completely forget about Gwen Stacy and just have Gwen Stacy not exist in that Peter Parker universe, and just have Mary Jane, I don't know, they just live life. Next person. Oh, wait. And the biggest thing about Sony is that they're going to be exploring Kraven's Last Hunt storyline. Now, that definitely has an older Spider-Man, first of all. And second of all, it is one of the most raved, most loved comic book storylines of Spider-Man. Now, I don't want to make this video too long, but yeah, Spider-Man, I think that's a really good idea because in that storyline, Spider-Man had the symbiote black suit Spider-Man, which means we get to have another look instead of that Spider-Man 3 garbage they gave us with the underdeveloped Venom and the symbiote coming out of nowhere. They should have that, the Spider-Man have the symbiote, which he does in the storyline, and we get to see Kraven on the big screen, which is awesome. But, yeah, Marvel hasn't said anything about which villains they're going to use, but yeah, I really, so as for which one I like better, I'm going to say I like Marvel. I love Marvel's. I like Marvel better, but Sony is kind of smarter. Because we've seen 2 young Spider-Man already, and Kraven's Last Hunt, I'd really want to see that because it's a much darker tone as they tried to get an Amazing Spider-Man franchise, but they failed at that. So I say I wanted to see Marvel's franchise, but I want to say Sony's is smarter, okay? You feel me? I just want to thank you all so much for watching this video. I know it's long. I know it's kind of nerdy. But, yeah, I'm just back into making videos. We had some Avengers 2. Wait, okay. Avengers 2 is going to come out with the new trailer January 12th. Check it out. I'm going to make a video on it. And they had some other stuff. So, yeah, thank you all for watching. And I'm out for now. Oh, yeah, sorry if my finger, I jammed it or whatever. Yeah, bye.